So if God can only create good, then how do we explain the serpent that tempted Adam and Eve in the garden? This is a question that atheists use to challenge Christianity, Islam, and Judaism quite frequently. We can break down this question into a few parts. First is the relationship between man and the serpent. Second is the relationship between God and the serpent. And third is the relationship between God and man. Let me start by reminding you that in Genesis, man is given the responsibility of naming each animal. This means that at one point he was face to face with the serpent, who we know was cunning, we know was intelligent, and prior to God's curse probably stood straight up, very similar to humans. Yet at some level, we know that Adam must have rejected the serpent as his comforter. How? Because later on in Genesis, we are told of the necessity of the creation of Eve, how woman was created for man to serve as his sustainer. This brings us to the first dimension, which is the serpent's jealousy towards Eve. The serpent, for all we know, may have been initially good until he was rejected by Adam, and God cannot be held responsible for the way that the serpent responded. Or he could. And this brings us to the second point. If we understand God as an omniscient being that is all-knowing, then the serpent could very well serve as